Right, good morning, guys. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me know if there's any problems with the audio. Trying to get things straightened out. For some reason, my stream cam is not working either right now. So, guess there won't be any video. Yeah, I can't figure out why that's not working, but all right. Plenty of issues. The TGTX. Is that what it was? TGTX, see what's going on with that. Oops. There is potential there. See, I've messed up my platform. Let's see, LMPX coming up. LMPX slowly still coming up. Did have a nice run on FTSV. Very nice run. And then a nice run on AXDS. If this can break $1, this could really get going. And I'm kind of leaning towards it. I actually wanted to get in this back here, this 85-cent mark, when it made this little U below the VWAP, but no trades yet. Working on getting my audio straightened out with this new desktop and kind of having some issues here and there with it. But yeah, I want to get in back here on ADXS. The break of the VWAP, this would have been a pretty good play and still has potential. The one good thing we're seeing today is there actually is some stocks moving. TGTX actually not looking bad. Their news is on phase 1 data, so that's not great. It's not the best. At this point, I'm not sure how much more it's going to get, because $10 is going to be really strong resistance, and it hasn't been over $10 in a year, so that's going to be tricky. Yeah, LMPX, I want to see its U-shape around. It tried here, but kind of just went straight up to the VWAP. Still seems like it's not the most exciting market. The biggest runner is FTSV, and it's starting to make a little U-shape here above the VWAP. Man, this is just so far up. You can stick this and actually stick this on a trend line. Pretty nice looking trend line here. APTO. Let's take a look at APTO. Oh yeah. See, they have some positive trial data. Let's see, what is the shares? APTO, quite a bit of shares for this. But yeah, this is the nice little VWAP break there from $3 up to $3.25. Get a little 3 cents there. Or, I'm sorry, not 3 cents, 25 cents. Just trying to fill things out. Last week was pretty slow, so LMPX coming back up to the VWAP. Slowly been, well, if it doesn't goes any lower here, then it probably is not going to break. Going to have to hold up $7 and continue to climb. A couple more candles. AXDS made this nice U shape here, and now kind of starting to make the same U shape again. Right at 94 cents. ACHV did not do anything, so that's done. Let's see. Now LPX starting to make a little bit of movement here. Back up to the VWAP. Yeah, I'm seeing it. But it didn't break here, so we need to get a for sure break. Bit of volume coming in. And right back down again. Don't know how I feel about it. So what's it look like on the 5 minute? 5 minute, nice little U shape on it. Cracking out pretty hard there. A little bit of a bull flag on APTO. But be careful with a bull flag in this market. It's still a little sketchy. Did I just lose a stock somewhere? See, AXDS coming up to 94 cents again. Kind of split right now between LMPX and ADXS. This is another U shape. If this breaks 94 cents, it could run up to $1. Yeah, it is up quite a bit. Yeah, a lot of resistance at 94, but oh no, looks like it's going to get taken out. And this is getting a break right here. I'm debating whether I want to go or not. Like I said, last week was such a slow week. I'm just trying to kind of fill out the market today. But I don't know how I feel about it yet. And we do have some movers. This is good. But I don't know yet. Let's see, LMPX. Still not quite there. TGTX all the way back down to the VWAP. This is still kind of flagging. I got right up to 95 cents, so it looks like 95 cents is going to be some resistance as well. That was the 5-minute look on AXDS. A little ugly. A little ugly. Got a bit of a trend line, but not the prettiest. I mean, our biggest runner is in the $20 area, and it's FTSV, and this trend line is stopped. Now, FTSV is in a channel. This is our biggest runner, and it's that $20 area. Oh, and APTO popped out of this bull flag nicely, all the way up to 325. If it breaks 325, it could keep moving. Which one are you saying don't touch? AXDS or APTO? What I'm leaning towards the most is LMPX. If this U shape on the 5-minute continues. It's gotta hold up $7 though. If it keeps on testing this $7 support, I'm gonna crack. But this is what I'm most interested in. But it's not really got a lot of volume right now. AXDS popping through 95 cents. Now, if this comes up to $1, yeah, if this comes up to $1, this could really get moving if it breaks $1. Oh, he said don't touch ADXS. No, if it keeps this trend line up to $1, it's not been over $1 in over 5 or 6 months, it looks like. So if it breaks $1, it could go on a nice move. And that's what I was leaning towards earlier in this 85 cent area, because give you plenty of room, 15 cents up to $1 to have some profit in case it doesn't break. Now at this point, kind of gotta be careful. LMPX not looking good anymore. I'm missing anything else? FSTV bounced off the VWAP there. Has a little U shape right under 24. So if this breaks 24 right here, we could see it up to 25 maybe. I don't know, guys. I'm not feeling anything extremely much, especially now the LMPX has dropped off. I'm not sure how I feel about this market yet. See if FTSV breaks. AXDS is overextended on the 5 minute. Yeah, it's up there. It is definitely up there, but I mean, right now it's only up 26%, so it's not that high up, really. I mean, for a penny stock this low, you know, that type of move's a pretty decent move, but let's see, it's still moving up. I'd like to see it hit $1 and then U-shape around back to $1. Because it is pretty much went straight up. And we need a little bit of a U-shape to get the sellers at $1 out, because there's going to be a lot of selling at $1. On STV did break that U-shape, so 50 cent, actually 78-cent move there. Just a little bit out of my price range and up to 25 there. Yeah, I know this will be buying at the top on AXDS. That's why I said I want to see it hit $1 and then U-shape back around. But that's some good predictability there on FTSV. Nice little U-shape here. Breaks 24, get a move up to 25. So that's actually 25.50. So that's a pretty good move. That's nice to see. A lot of selling at 98 cents on AXDS. I expect there's gonna be a lot of selling here at 98, 99, and $1. TGTX. My biggest concern, TGTX has a big float for one. So it's going to take a lot to move it. My biggest concern is it's got to break $10. $10 is the next major resistance line. So, and it's not even got there yet. So I don't know. I don't think it's going to get any higher than $10 if it even does. It's just got too many shares, too big of a float, and $10 is going to be very strong resistance. But I'm also going off based on knowledge of last week of not getting breakouts. So we've not seen anything break major resistance lines besides FSTV this morning. Huge initial run up, and look at that, break at $24. That was a perfect U-shape right there to get in at the whole $2.60 now. It's still going. Gross. So yeah, this is the only stock so far that we've had really rip hard. APTO actually just moved some too, but still not that big of a rip, and it's moving pretty slow. But same thing, APTO actually has a smaller float than TGTX, and even with this volume and this movement, it's only moved 30 cents, 36 cents. You know, from in 20 minutes, it's moved 36 cents. That's not that much. Whereas FTSV in 2 minutes so far just moved almost $3. So that's my thing with TGTX. The float is so big, I don't I don't know if it can really get moving like those stocks. All right, so there's a pullback here finally on. Finally a pullback on AXDS, and maybe we can get that U shape I was talking about up to $1. LMPX looks pretty dead. Or could get in on the trend line, maybe. But yeah, TGTX, I mean, you do have kind of a cup and handle here a little bit. It's got to break 925. But even if it breaks 925 right here, like I said, I don't see it moving much. Maybe up to 950. But as long as FSTV is going nuts, TGTX isn't going to do much. Let's see, and there's your break of 925 on TGTX. And getting a little movement, a little volume coming in here, so that's good to see. Like I said, I mean, if you're looking for a quick little scalp on TGTX, you might can get it, but I don't think, like I said, 950 is going to be next resistance, and then $10. I don't think there's as much potential with it. Like I doubt it'll get over $10. I could be wrong, but I just doubt that. FSTV. Oh, let's see. Getting yelled at. H. Yeah, no, if this got cut to 475, it's crazy that it's over $6. I don't know what's going on with this. This is one of those ones that at any moment it could just crash. Oh, that news was on the 6th, so that was 3 days ago. So that's where the gap down was. So this is a continuation. And there's a little gap. Not. Yeah, I'm not too excited about home, whatever it is. It's really hard to say when this continuation is going to quit at this point. It's kind of sketchy to get in. Let's see. LMPX still not back up yet. AXDS cracked the trend line, so this will probably go back down to the VWAP. And then see here on TGX, it went up to about 938, and I said 950 is going to be tough there. FSTV all the way back down to 25. Yeah, I would be careful with home. Even if it does start filling the gap, I mean, unless it needs to come out with some other type of press release. That's the thing that concerns me is the last news it has was a price cut. So it's like, you know, what is good about this stock? Why is it coming back up? there's nothing really for me to trade. FTSV, if you have a larger account, you could have made some pretty easy money right here on this U shape. The only thing that I've liked is ADXS. And at this point, I want to see if it's going to get to $1 or not, if it's going to break $1. But I mean, we've got 30 minutes until lunch, so I don't know if it's going to happen. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. But maybe. I don't want to count it out yet. Now, APTO is curling over, little reverse U-shaped little bent fishing rod here, so this is probably going to crack out. Now PMX still right at that $7 line. It's having issues with getting over $7. Draw a line at $7 after this first initial run up. After this initial run up, you can see it came down, tested 7 there, a little bounce, cracked 7, and then since then it's been struggling to get over 7 and stay over 7. You got this one candle that ended up closing below 7. And you've not had any consecutive candles over $7 except for right here. Right in this area. So it's struggling with $7 pretty hard. And DXS. Well, it's kind of U-shaping again here. Just below that trend line, but if it gets back above that trend line, it could be interesting. This is the thing. I know One Life is against ADXS right now, but this stock has been running off of momentum pretty much. You're getting this nice wavy, these nice wavy moves up. And if it continues momentum into $1, could get going. But today I just wanted to kind of fill things out though. With last week being so slow and a lot of shorting going on, not much breaking, any resistance lines, I wanted to kind of see today what kind of conditions we might have this week. And here's the thing, while we do have FTSV on a run and AXDS made a decent run, the thing is, it's Monday and traders get excited about Mondays. So these 2 runs could be part of that. And the rest of the week could easily be dead because it's not that crazy today. Like FSTV went on a nice run, AXDS went on a run, LMPX had a quick jump at the beginning of market open, but it's just like it's still not that crazy. Like nothing that crazy is going on. That's ugly. Stock ran from $2 to $4.30 though. Was this OTC or something? No, I don't. I don't want life. That's the thing that's got me stuck. Is we're getting close to lunch. I don't think it. As I was saying, I don't think it's going to get the dollar break. Especially now, it's cracking off even more. Yeah, that was my concern. Was the time. See, APTO did get up to 350. I didn't notice that. I forgot it was at 325 earlier. That was a good call, Jerry, on this play. Jerry called this back at the U shape back here. I mean, this would have took a while to get this 50 cents of profit, but it was still a good call out there. Yeah, no trades for me so far either. And just being on a small account and just limits you to what you can trade, because this would have been a great trade on FTSV at the break at $24. LMPX just never could get going. What are you setting your alerts for? In case something goes on while you go to lunch. I really wish. Let's see, GLBS is a shipper, and it got some unusual volume right here. Break of 139. You can see this up to 2. That is a shipper. Well, SEC never did anything. Yeah, it's a good call, Jerry, for sure. On APTO. It's got a low enough float to where it can move. It's just gonna move slower. But it's close to that price range of float. So I mean, it's a good play. AXDS all the way back down to the VWAP. I don't know. NLTX actually made a little pop. From $5 to $5.80 there. So it's good that we are seeing some stocks moving some. But we need, I'll tell you what this market needs right now. We need a big ripper. We need a stock to just go nuts and run 100%. I mean, FTSV kind of did that. But we need something in the penny stock price under $10. We need something under $10 to go on a big rip to get everybody excited. Like 100% gainer. This fall so far has been, I think, one of if not the ugliest falls for day trading. As long as I've been trading. So like the last 5 years, it just seems to me like this fall is just so choppy. Like there's been money to be made, but it's just like you don't have predictability week to week. Your predictability is for that day, and then the next day you have no idea what the market's going to be like. And the market may continue to be like that until the election is over next year, which is what scares me because it's going to take forever to. On a side note, if any of you are pot stock investors, I know some of you might be. If you are interested in Planet 13 at all, go on YouTube and just type in Planet 13. There's a video of somebody who went to Planet 13 2 weeks ago. And this is like, I'm about to invest in Planet 13 myself. I'm about to put some money in it because I was already leaning towards it, but I saw the video of them walking through. And it is incredible. And when I go on my vacation in January to Arizona, I may drive up and do a little video at Planet 13. I mean, it's like such a complex of craziness. It's not your normal dispensary. Like, it's insane. And they've got pizzeria in there and a coffee shop and all kinds of snacks, and it's just incredible looking. And what I'm thinking is, because they're in Las Vegas, 10 minutes from the Strip, they're continuing to invest their profits. Their profits, they are making profits every quarter. The company is growing clearly. It's clearly growing. They keep adding stuff on. Their profits keep coming up positive. And my thoughts is they are going to turn this into a resort. When they get enough money, I feel like they're going to put some type of hotel with it and make it a full-on marijuana relaxation resort with spas and everything. That's what it looks like it's going to me. And if that's the case, we could have those pop up everywhere in the United States in the tourist areas once it's federally legal. I think this company has a ton of potential, but yeah, it's a little side note from day trading, but I just watched that video last night and I was like, wow. I was blown away with what they're doing with that dispensary. It's not a dispensary. Saying dispensary doesn't give it justice. It's incredible. But if it becomes a resort, if it's the sandals for pot, then I would imagine that company's not going anywhere. But yeah, just a little side note. Anybody interested wants to check that out. Even if you don't want to invest in them, just looking at the dispensary is insane. Yeah, exactly, Jerry. Nobody trading today. It's another day of everybody to see when this many people in our chat. I mean, we don't have a ton of people in the chat, but when you're seeing 3 or 4 of us in the chat saying that we're not trading or we're nervous to trade or we're being very careful, you have to think of how many other traders are feeling that same way right now, because it's not like it's not like I'm telling you guys not to trade or anything. You guys are doing your own trading and research and looking and stuff. So if we're all simultaneously thinking that, then there's probably a million other traders out there thinking the same thing, and that's why we're not getting any crazy moves. Besides, APTO still running. Jerry, you nailed this one. You nailed this one. 3 to 370, nice, consistent, slow gains. It's a good one. But most traders like us are not trading, FTSV at $25 and $24 a share. Like most retail traders don't have a huge account, so. And even if they do, I mean, it's sketchy to buy 1,000 shares of this. But yeah, it looks like another boring day. Now, we'll keep the stream going here for a little bit because of the issues earlier. If AXDS starts U-shaping back around in the VWAP, maybe, was the VWAP right at 90 cents, maybe could look for an entry. Been selling off for a while here. And you can actually draw a little reversal trend line if you wanted to off of these tops. One Life is in at FTSV 2360. Oh yeah, you got in right here at this little U shape. I can dig it. One Life trying to get him a little scalp. It's a nice little U shape. Finally, and that was like the first time that FTSV actually got below the VWAP, and it made a nice, pretty little U shape. So good call on that one. Looks like 25 is going to be pretty strong resistance again. But right now, looks like you're up in some profit, so good job on that one. And TGTX kind of doing the same thing right here that LMPX, or not LMPX, FTSV did. So position there. Let's see what's on the 5 minute. Let's see. Yeah, you might actually get up to 26. Maybe. The daily candle, though, is pulled back below 25, so 25 is going to be pretty tough resistance. I mean, it has been running. AXDS starting to U-shape back. And 90 cents is going to be tough because that's where the original U-shape there broke at, was 90 cents. Let me think. Just thinking. APTO's ripping some more. Yeah, APTO's still climbing. Look at there. AXDS though, U-shaping back to 90 cents. I'm debating here. I'm thinking about taking maybe taking a smaller position on this. Not too small, but maybe like a 500 share position. See if we can run up to $1. Slowly. I don't know. I don't want to force anything. We're getting close to that time. I can't believe APTO all the way up to $4. This thing has just climbed and climbed and climbed. I like it though. There's the pop above here. Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I think it's worth it to get in here, because I'm thinking about maybe 500 shares. Mr. Entry on APTO. It's alright, there'll be other stocks. Be other stocks tomorrow, don't worry about it. Because I'm debating getting in here, but I'm thinking about just waiting it out till tomorrow. Because this would have to get back up to $1 for me to really make any money. And still that I'd only make like 40 bucks. But if it broke $1 though, I could do really good on it, but One Life is out. Nice job. Nice little scalp there for One Life. Good scalp there. Oh, look here. Is LMPX going to start coming back up? If this gets back above 7, it's not had any volume in a while. So if this starts getting back above 7, we start seeing volume come back in. Could go. So last quarter at 26. Just don't know. TGTX. Yeah, see, TGTX still got a little U shape there, but like I said, the float is so big, and it's running pretty light on volume right now. It's not going to move fast. It'd take a ton of volume like back here to get these big candles. So I mean, it's not until it gets that type of volume, it's not going to move very much. ADXS cracked out a little bit there. There's no volume there on LMPX either. It's an ugly market, and there's the crack. I guess it is about time to switch over to the 5-minute. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like So yeah, I feel like I'm gonna sit on my hands at this point. Yeah, there's a potential reversal, but I'm telling you guys, the float is the shares right here listed are 100 million. So like it took these three big volume bars to really move this. And it's not really had that much volume. It's also kind of curling around a little bit. Well, no, it's more going sideways than anything, but I just don't think it can get enough volume. It is, I mean, it is holding a VWAP, but you're gonna need a lot of volume. And FST, even FTSV still hasn't had that much volume here in the past 30 minutes. Like it's had some, enough to move it. That big volume back there, like I don't know. I'm just not feeling TGTX. I don't think it's. I think the float is too big. That's just my opinion. Like if this gets a move, it'll be a move throughout the day. It'll be like, oh, it's holding up the VWAP at lunchtime, so from $9, it might move to $10 by 3 o'clock for power hour. That's what I would expect off of TGTX if it's even going to move. It just has too big of a float to me. Too large of a float. Hmm. Now, there wasn't really a lot of great press releases this morning either, so that's something else you gotta look at. Like, there was some, like FTSV, even FTSV's press release was not the best, though. It was only phase one. Like, stocks don't, like, they rarely move this much on phase one. It must be a very serious drug that they're testing for it to move $10 today, but they normally on phase one don't run this big. And then like even APTO that's ran pretty decently. You know, their only press releases they have a study that shows I actually don't know how to pronounce that word. Efficacy? I don't know. I'm probably saying that wrong. I don't know that word though. Efficacy of leukemia drug, whatever. I don't care if I sound stupid. But yeah, I mean that's not a crazy press release. Yeah, I mean you might could squeeze 15 cents out of this. To me though, the reason why I'm not wanting to trade it, uh, why I don't like it that much is because I'm on a small account and I can't trade but so much. So like squeezing 15 cents out of a stock that I can only afford like 80 shares of doesn't sound like a good idea to me. But that being said, even if you have a bigger account and you think you can get a scalp on this, like I just feel like you're better off trying to scalp maybe FTSV than TGTX. Yeah, back what I was saying, press releases. See, AXDS doesn't even have a press release. Yeah, I mean it is a technical break. You can see right here on the daily chart that $3 was a big resistance line. It hadn't got above that yet, so you got that there. But I mean, it is a press release that uh, I'm assuming is somewhat positive. So it's a bit of both, and that's why you got a pretty good move on it. But yeah, this was a good call. way. And at this point, I don't know. I don't see anything breaking out right now. Yeah, for sure. That's why you got this move, even though it has a little bit of a higher float. You still got to move from $3 to $4 because, like you said, there's no resistance through here. It's a whole new range for APTO to play in. Yeah, and it looks like everything's done. ADXS is done. LMPX not doing anything. TGTX still kind of doing the same thing it's been doing. APTO maybe could still go a little bit more, and then FTSV. FTSV still might have a chance to go too, but I don't know. I hate when the market's slow like this, or when it's. Look at you, SYCC. Big volume bar came in right here on CYCC. If this breaks 80 cents, this is why I was watching this morning, because 80 cents is a pretty strong resistance line. If it breaks 80 cents, it's got room to about 90 cents and then $1. It does have a good press release. Well, let's see. Let me read that more. Therapeutic potential. You can see some volume starting to come into CYCC. So we are excited. Report initial data from our, let's see, clinical evaluation. They're excited, so that's a good thing. And this thing is starting to move here. Like I said, the break at 80 cents could get going. So yeah, they're excited. That's all we really need to see. If they're excited about it, it must be something decent. You see, there actually was a little bit of a triangle there to the VWAP. But I was watching this in pre-market, and I was thinking if it broke 8 cents or 80 cents, that it could potentially be a good play. So let's see if volume starts coming in, because this is a big volume bar out of nowhere. See if it starts getting some attention, because nothing else right now is really going on. And every once in a while, in a market like this, you'll get a lunchtime runner for no reason, and they're usually like a cheaper stock. A little bit of a pullback there. 75 cents though should be pretty strong support. I don't know if I should stay out until tomorrow. ACHV. This is another one in pre-market that I was watching. They had their meeting with the FDA, getting close to the VWAP, but if it breaks 110, next resistance is going to be 122, 125, so it doesn't have a lot of room to run unless it can break that. Interesting. See, LMPX still nothing either. Just trying to give us some time here, see if we get anything shaken. Because last week there was that one day where we were getting runners during lunchtime. I forgot what day it was, but it was one day where it was slow in the morning and then that afternoon. Right now I'm looking at ACHV. Got a lot of resistance ahead, and then the other one is CYCC. I'm waiting to see if CYCC is going to break 80 cents. You seem to have... What do you mean, Jerry? You mean... I think you mean CYCC. Two C's on in the CY, yeah. On FCTV back up to 26. FTSV, sorry. That's all the way back down. There's no volume on ACHV at all. And if we want volume to stay, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Looks like FTSV is still gonna try to break 27. Try anyway. This is what I was talking about, the difference between TGTX and FTCV. Like, you could possibly try to squeeze 15 cents out of this, but FTSV, you know, this candle went from 25.27 to $27, so you can get a lot more than 15 cents if you can play it. Yeah, let's see. Still no volume whatsoever on LMPX, but it is slowly creeping back up to $7. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, I don't know, guys. It might just be a dead day. Very easily could be a dead day. CYCC cracking down to 75 cents. Need 75 cents to hold a support. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I keep fighting with myself. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe, you know, something else could get going because nothing's really going. And then I'm like, no, just wait it out till tomorrow, see what happens tomorrow. So, kind of not sure how I feel about everything. ACHV is still slowly creeping closer to that VWAP on this. You see up to 108. Basically, break of 110, 111 is. This could get some volume back in here. This actually is not really a U shape. This is more of a triangle. So I think we'll give the stream about 15 more minutes here. I want to see what ACHV is going to do. I want to see what CYCC is going to do. Maybe LMPX if it can come up a little more. But yeah, I'm just curious. I just want to see what's going to happen. You get the biggest price movements in the first 30 cents or the first 30 minutes of the market. That's why you see an ACHV actually popping up here a little bit, starting to get a little action. Yeah, you usually get the biggest moves then. You can get them a little later in the day, but usually later in the day, like now, you don't usually have a lot of volume, so you don't get as big as moves. So yeah, the first 30 minutes of the market is usually when I try to trade, but like this morning, You know, FSTV, I'm not touching that right out the gate. LMPX, I'm not, like, this just went straight up out the gate. So there wasn't really any predictability to get in there. Same thing with TGTX, just straight up out the gate. So kind of same thing with ADXS. Everything just kind of ripped straight out the gate and didn't really give me any chance to get in on something good. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna give. Let's see what we got. Resistance of 122. Yeah, I don't think ACHV can really get going even if it does break this VWAP, because it's going to have resistance right here. Right in this area. Well, maybe. I don't know. See what happens. See what happens. Well, let's see what volume looks like. Volume a little low there. Volume's okay there. Oops. And this could have a decent, maybe, nah. TGTX actually U-shaping a little bit here. LMPX out of nowhere all the way up. 725 still going to be tough resistance, but we got a couple of different things possibly that could happen. It'd be kind of out of the norm for this late in the day, but it is a possibility. We could get something moving, and this is coming up actually to the VWAP. And it never really crashed off either, so that might make traders a little happy about it. After almost 2 hours of not crashing off, I don't know. Right up to 720. Like I said, once this breaks 725, a lot of volume will come in. But you think LMPX is going to break one life? Is that what you said? It hasn't really had the volume bars yet to really show a break, but I mean, I do like how we're looking here. I can only get 100 shares, but regular first red candle. Not getting much volume in here. I don't know. I wouldn't get too excited yet on this because of the volume. Oh, the regular red candle at the open? What are you talking about, One Life? Right, you talking about right here, the break of this red candle? CYCC still not doing much. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, the 725 is, like I said, going to be strong resistance, so. And it's got held up here 3 times already, so. Yeah, I'm on the 5-minute chart on this, so you must be a red candle on the 1 minute. No. I was on the 5 minute. I'm trying to stay on the 5 minute now at this point. So you still don't have the volume, and that's why it's not broke yet. There's very, very little volume, and it is slowly still coming up though. Above that $7 mark. And TGTX there. TGX coming up to the VWAP. Nice little pretty U shape on TGTX, but like I said, I don't know how much you'll really get out of this. But this is a very pretty U shape. LMPX. I mean, it's kind of broken through a little bit. I was trying to break through this VWAP now, but like I said, even if it does, I don't think it's going to move that much. An ACHV. Still not quite there. Let's see, where we at on CYCC? One Life is all aboard on the LMPX train here. Are you in this One Life already? Because I'm like thinking, I'm like kind of maybe debating it because of how slow it's moving right now. To get in right here above $7. So then when it does, if it does start moving, I'll at least be in a pretty safe spot. But at the same time, if it doesn't do anything, then I'll just wasted a trade on nothing. Just breathing. It's just taking LMPX is just taking a little smoke break. It's going outside, smoking a cigarette, rolling up a joint before it gets ready to break. That's what One Life saying. Checking the sports, seeing how the Packers are doing. Looking at its phone, looking at cat videos. Like LMPX is just chilling right now before it takes off and before it goes on a big break. I don't know, One Life. I don't know. You may be right on that, but there's just no volume at all. Like the time and cells aren't even moving, so that makes me a little wary of it. Yeah, LMPX. Yeah, bro. Right here. It makes me worry. It just makes me weary because there's no volume whatsoever. But I mean, if it does break $1.25 or $7.25, it can run. We saw it this morning. You know, it ran like $2 and something. So that's why I'm kind of digging it because it does have a very low flow as well. Shares are around 8 million, so floats like probably 7 million. But it got this quick pop and it never started moving. The other thing is, this is an IPO. This is a 3-day-old IPO, and it's went up, up in 3 days. So it's a very promising IPO, I guess. And we might actually get the move here. I might have to go. starting to get some buying volume in right here. Yeah, and I'm actually gonna go. I'm gonna drop my stop loss. Let's see what I get filled at. Ooh, I got filled up pretty high, 720. Don't like that. Not expect to get filled that high. I've only got 100 shares, so it's not that big a deal. We want to see if this thing's gonna rip. You know, maybe 50 cents or $1 again. Trying to think of where I want to put my stop loss at. I'm in at 720. I got filled up a little high on this. I wasn't expecting to get filled that high. I was want to get in like 710, 715 area. So I am in a little high. I'm just debating whether I want to put in actual stop loss right below $7, but I don't want to get stopped out. 720. Cause I'm willing to give it $20. I'm willing to risk $20, but I said I don't want to get stopped out if it does a little drop right before the rip, if it's going to. Yeah, so what I'm debating is just keeping a minimal stop loss or actually putting a stop loss in. That's what I'm thinking of right now. We want this to break soon, though. Okay, we want this candle to move up. If this candle moves down, that's not going to be good. They don't really have a lot of volume yet, but it's getting some attention. I got in earlier than I probably should have, but my concern is if volume does start to come in because it's such a low float, it could rip pretty quickly. See, here's my concern though. When it did get above 7, you know, this little bottom of this week is 691, and I'm afraid if I put a stop loss in under 7, that it could pop. It could drop down really quick and stop me out and then go on a run. That's what I'm concerned about. But I also don't want to lose more than $20 on this trade. Yeah, I got in a little bit early. I thought it was gonna start moving there and maybe get the break. I jumped the gun early for sure. I'm very aware I jumped the gun a little early. Yeah, and I'm just gonna put a stop loss at 697 right below $7 because I don't want this to crash out on me. Like, I don't want it to crash and drop all the way back down to 680 or something like that and take a $40 loss unnecessarily. All right, so we'll see what's going to happen here. It's got to hold up $7. At this point, it needs to be climbing above $7. It needs to be in that 710, 715 area. It needs to start coming closer to the VWAP. So we'll see what happens. See if we can get enough volume here for this to break. And like I said, I want to see the 750, maybe 775. But it's going to need volume. We're still not getting that volume. That's what I was concerned about on entering this. But like I said, this candle right here started the bid and ask started moving around quite a bit. It looked like volume was going to come in. Still hesitant on volume though. We'll see. I've got my stop loss in though, so if it cracks $7 and I get stopped out, you know, I lose 22, 23 bucks. But if I don't get stopped out, we'll just see what happens. Hopefully this is not one of those days where this trade takes forever to do anything, because I really don't want to sit here for another hour and a half. If it's gonna rip though, it needs to rip soon. See, the ask is all the way up at 720. There's about a 14, 15 cent spread. We need that bid to come up. We need some buying volume to come in and push the bid up. So did get a little bid move up to 707 there, a little penny move, but we need to see those bids above 710 very soon. Like, we have all the makings for this to be a decent trade, except for volume right now. We just need volume. It's making a slow bull flag. I don't know. I don't know if I'd call it a flag per se. I mean, I see what you're looking at. This is your pole right here. It's like mini short flag pole. Let's see. But yeah, if it's gonna break, it's going to break here soon. There we go. There's a little pop up to 721. Now we can see the bid though. The bid is still only at 707. It's like we're getting some buys in for the higher area closer to VWAP. 713 on the 1 minute. There we go. Bid is at 712 now. So that's good. That's what we want to see. Time and sales starting to get a little crazy. Bid up to 713. Let's see if it's we get the volume here. Bid back down to 706. It's like slowly creeping. But this is a little bit of a round here, so that's good. A little bit of a U round bottom here. So let's see what happens. It's slowly creeping there. All right, guys, I did not expect the stream to go this long today, so I gotta take a call, just a very quick call. I'm trying to see if this is gonna rip before I go on that call. I'm halfway scared to go on the call right this second. I've got a stop loss in, so I'm good if something goes south. Oh, ask all the way up to 728. They might have to wait. Bid up to 722. We might get moving here. 724. Might not be able to take that call right now if it starts going crazy. Now you can see volume is slowly starting to come into this now that we're at the VWAP here. So let's see if it gets the break and up back down to 706. It's trying. See, where's the next resistance line at? 738 there. Still not getting enough volume to quite push it through. But it is looking pretty good. We got the higher lows forming and everything, so we'll see here. Yeah, that 5-minute closes for sure. Or if the 5-minute closes above, or if the next candle can pop right above, can open above the VWAP. Now we are seeing those bids in the set above 710. That's what I said we need to see. Need those bids to keep slowly climbing. Bid up to 716. Struggling here. Still not getting that volume quite yet, so while this is still doing this thing, I think we got a couple more minutes here of this figuring out which way it wants to go. So give me just a couple of minutes and I'll be right back. I'm gonna take this call real quick. All right, so I see we're still in here, still slowly creeping up. It's creeping up. That's really a good thing that's creeping this slowly to 725 because it's building it up. It's like warming up the old car to get it running is basically what's going on. The question would be if there's enough buying volume right now, with it being lunchtime for traders. Some of you might be like, this is crazy to try to get in, but like I said, last week we had some midday runners, so, and this is a new IPO, and 3 days straight going up. It has a lot of potential because new IPOs, the low floats, can really get moving if they get the chance to. Just like we saw this morning, you know, this popped from 650 up to 885 in a matter of 5 minutes. So there is a lot of potential on this play still, even if if it keeps slowly building all day, it is possible that we could see it slowly move up all day and then have another big move in the morning, possibly. Because it's not normal for me to really trade this late. But there's just a lot of potential on this stock, and that's why I was willing to jump in here. Because it didn't lose its gains. I mean, it lost its first initial gains here, but it held up, you know, 675, 680 area. It just didn't just rip really big and then crash off the rest of the day. It's been going sideways, and now it's coming up. Been consolidating. So, like, I'm not going to have the stream go on all day, but if this continues to slowly go up, I will probably keep holding it. It's just right, it's right at that VWAP. That candle is right below it. It just needs some buyers to come in, just some. We don't have any volume right now either. See what TGTX. So yeah, you could got 30 cents out of TGTX here. Moving pretty slow. FTSV still slowly climbing. APTO all the way back down. So you can see now that I've switched away and came back. Time and sales here is pretty empty. It's because there's no volume. But that's the thing. If this does get volume, it can move. So right now, this is a bit of a gamble, but like I said, potential of the stock is really good. And then TGTX is gonna have a little trouble with 930. AXDS not really doing anything. GLBS still slowly climbing up as well. Like that. I like to see this be right at 140 tomorrow. See LMPX starting to come back down here, so and then there's the ask all the way back up to 727 again. It's got to stay above $7. Jerry's helping us pump it. I'm not trying to pump this stock. I know I sound like I'm pumping it, but I'm really not. It really does have a lot of potential. It just needs volume. I mean, you can see the last 3 days. This is the only 3 days of information we have to go off of, and it's continually went up every day. So the first day of the IPO, it came out, went on a little run there, over $5. Did this same kind of thing, slowly moved all day, and then the next morning, it looks like Friday morning, it popped up, made a nice pop up, and then dropped down, and then started moving sideways again and got above the VWAP. And then we had another pop up this morning. So like that from the information we've got, as this being an IPO, it's slowly stepping up. But it just needs volume. But if my stop loss gets hit, I'll be out and that'll be it. But I am curious to see if it does the same pop up again tomorrow morning, like it has the last 3 days in a row. Yeah, I may be holding this for a while if it stays above. Just want to look real quick here. If it stays above $7, I'm willing to give it all day to try to get a move. I haven't quite got above the VWAP yet. See, here it popped above. Here when it popped above the VWAP, it went from 582 up to 615. So that's about a 40-cent run. We'll see. The XDS still nothing there. ETO's below the VWAP. TGTX. So this is what I was saying about TGTX. Even if it does break the VWAP, it's not gonna get too much of a move. About 30 cents in there. FTSV starting to curl down, starting to do this little reverse U-shape thing. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this start crashing here soon. So we'll give the stream about 15 more minutes here at this point. See if this if LMPX is going to do anything. I'm going to get stopped out, or if it's going to keep going sideways. It's still kind of going sideways. And we'll see what happens. Just really hoping I didn't get in a long trade, but this one might be. Right in here though, it looked really good. It looked like it was gonna pop. It just didn't get enough buying volume. So may have to do a little small U shape here and come back around one more time. Not my favorite trade this late in the day, but just feel like the potential on LMPX outweighs the risk. One Life, did you get in it or did you hold off? Yeah, and it's there's no volume on this right now. And this may be slow. It may slowly climb all day. Starting to get a little movement here. Let's see something. This potentially could be a bit of a triangle here, maybe. Still just slowly climbing though. Hmm. Yeah, like I said, we'll give it about another 7 minutes here. Because this is, if it keeps slowly climbing like this, it's going to be pretty boring to watch. And I'm not going to sit here and watch it all day. I mean, I'll check in on it and make sure I'm not up any good amount of profit or anything. I mean, at this point, it's going to be pretty slow. Especially if it doesn't do anything in the next 10 minutes or so. You can see a little volume dropping off there. Volume dropping off there. Volume dropping off there. Volume just kind of dropping off on everything because that time of day. Do a little research here and see what's the deal with this company, just out of curiosity. Since they are some type of automotive company. And I'm just doing some research real quick just to see what this company's about. TGTX still going sideways. Everything right now seems to be going sideways. See how the bot stocks are looking. Yeah, so it looks like Aurora's bottomed out. Yeah, Cron too. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, it's a very ugly day. And it looks like I may take a loss on this, a small loss. If $7 can't hold up. Looks like it's kind kind of cracking off, but still holding up. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm willing to hold this until $7 cracks, and it'll probably be about a $25 loss if $7 cracks. But yeah, looks like let's take a look at some of these stocks. We are starting to get a little U-shape on this. The candles start coming back up and the bids start moving back up. Could be another little U-shape. AR volume is death. Not sure what exactly you mean. Unless you just mean what you said the first time. That the AM volume is dying. There we go. A little decent sized buyer there at 706. 2,000 shares. We've not seen any buyers. Decent sized buyers come in on this yet, so that's a good thing. Whoa! A whole lot of green just came through on the time and sells. It's kind of out of nowhere. Yeah. Don't listen. This could be a good play. It's a very slow, long play right now with no volume. But right in this area is where I got in looking for the break. It wasn't the best idea, but I did get in it. Like I said, this stock has potential. And to me, the potential outweighs the $23 risk that I've got right now. I mean, it might take a while. It might take all day for this stock to get buying volume in it, but the only thing the stock doesn't have is volume, though. Like if it gets volume, it can take off. And volume will move in to break a 725 if it can break it. We just like last week was so slow, and this week is starting out kind of slow. If we can't like predictability is crazy. when it's slow like this, because you don't really know. Like there was a little bit on FSTV earlier, a little bit here on TGTX, good predictability on APTO, but like our predictability is just not quite there. Don't have a hot enough market yet. I know it has no volume. I'm aware. Oh, and it may crack here. We may see a crack in $7. But it does have potential. Just because it doesn't have volume doesn't mean that it doesn't have potential. I just wish it would have not made this move at this time. That's the part. That's the part where I should have known better. Is for it to make come up to VWAP like this late. Is gonna struggle. I kind of. That's like the part I should have known better. But still, it's an IPO. It's an IPO. It's got potential. But I could be absolutely wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. You see, there's still some support at $7, so as long as $7 holds up, keep holding for a while. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm about to do. I'm about to carry on with my day. I've got my stop loss, so it's in there. And we'll see what happens later today. But yeah, if anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns, let's go ahead and get those in. Give you guys about 5 minutes. Or if you want to cuss at me for this position, you can. I totally understand. Yeah, I give you guys 5 minutes. I gotta get to work on making some videos, posting on Instagram and all those stupid social media stuff. Because I'm only 220, let's see. Yeah, I'm 225 subscribers away from that 1K mark, so I'm trying to promote the channel and everything to get to that 1K mark soon. It's looking a little. Oh, there. Well. So no questions, comments, or concerns from anybody? So we'll be back tomorrow. If something crazy happens with this dock and it starts going crazy or anything, I might pop the stream back up. But that's a big if right now, so we'll see. But we'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully, my audio and stuff will be working correctly tomorrow. Hopefully, everything will be working correctly. Trying to get the kinks worked out. It's a new desktop, so there's always going to be a few little things here and there that are going to act crazy. So, all right, guys. Thanks for joining me this morning. We'll be back tomorrow. You guys have a great rest of your day.